comes a new challenger.
How's this matchup gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
The pleasure is mine. I'm not.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact's no good, but it's needed to apply pressure and take a bite out of the drive gauge. Still slugging it out here. Both fighters sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be the prime time to let it rip. Drive gauge available to break through or get pressure. Player 2 chases him down. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. The big play does it. Player 1 draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum?
Round 2. Fight.
Jumps in. All right, who's gonna swing first? Pelting them with the lightning kicks. Reaches out with the lightning kicks. Checks with the medium kick. Jumps up, knocked down, and don't get caught. That's an overhead Azanku. Barely hanging on. They have to optimize the drive usage. Creates an opening with the low heavy. Scrapping it out of drive impact to put some base on that finish. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Parry. Charges forward. Jump. Opens him up with the throw. Throw option always good for the damage. Crowns him from above. Super arts on deck for both fighters. Out, oh, what a rush! But nothing stops this train. Taking chunks out of each other here. Somehow, Mint burns out. Player 2 can't use no hesitation or regret. Open up, it's time for business. Player one has gotta be feeling good.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this matchup gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
The top player is here. Bring the heat.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Blocks the jump in. We're still early in the round. Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Both looking for an opening. They want to get in and do damage. Dangerous range here. If you're careless, any move with long recovery can get jumped in on for good damage. The jump in is denied. Anything could happen here. Did well to get the buff in there. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Well-timed corner switch. Reads them. Quick levels up to 4. All options are out on the table. Uses the drive rush to deprive them of their turn. Caught in the cross-up. Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Gets it. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Gets the jump in. Jump! Medium kick hits. Early round decisions. Drive rush to keep it going. Using moves out of drive rush for advantage is good for creating new chances. Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be key. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for the side switch. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Reads the jump in perfectly. Connects with the throw. Gotta be careful. The drive impact doesn't work. Springs forward with the drive rush. Oh, what a rush. Wow, okay. Escapes the corner and reset and just bets it all on the drive rush. Yo, what's next? Forward rush. Wow. What a defensive display to shut down the hit out of nowhere. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. What an opening statement there. Eating the devil inside. Snake out. Player one won out those close scuffles, but what's the plan this next round? Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score a big payday. Checks with the medium drive rush to keep it going. Overhead, but it won't work. Backdashes for space. The overhead denied. What are they doing? Crowns them from above. Plenty of help. Full gate sets up with the jump in. Sticks out perfect read with the anti-air. It just bets it all on the drive rush. This is gonna hurt. Getting up close and personal. Change of plans. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? A jump in. Great. Player two is in a very good spot now. Oh, drive rush. Crowns it from above. This can lead to some big damage. Risky medium kick. Player two made some smart moves there. Great game. It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Just cool into the low kick. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. They gotta watch out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also diminished. Takes a trip. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Taking stop. Players, will this super art connect? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Springs forward with the drive rush. Likely opens experiencing burnout. Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Closing moments of the round, one hit's gonna do it. It's there! Player one draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. What are they doing? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack leaves you at a disadvantage, so it's better to try an anti-air instead. Looking for a chance. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Oh, what an escape from the corner. One mistake, and this round is going springs forward with the drive rush. Drive time. Medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. What'll happen here? Who's gonna take it? Anti-air in the clutch. It just bets it all on the drive rush. What are they going to use as their drive gauge? They both decide to ease the tension and back. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive part from this situation? The drive gauge uses their wall pressure. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Backdash to start. They're not taking any chance. The low kick hit. Player two took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be sets up with the jump in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Oh, forward rush. Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Out of range, relatively safe. Baits out the low kick. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. kick. Okay, here we go. Piece him out. Here comes the corner pressure. Oh, what a rush. Blocks the connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. Plenty of health, full gauge, drive rush. Quick medium, it just bets it all on the drive rush. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Drops that off. Both fighters turning it all the way up with the super. Oh, this super rush will change the makeup of this match. A real test of nerve here. Rushes in. Crowns it from above. Player 2 can't let this shit burns out. What are they waiting for? Answers with a fire blade or gun. Player 2.
Here comes a new challenger.
Both fighters are ready to get started. I can't wait to see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeves.
Bring the heat.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Shoots off a fireball up close. With the life gap opening up, they need to utilize drive. Knockdown. Punish counter. This could lead to some KO. Player 1 draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum?
Round 2. Fight.
Shows the medium kick. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Holds out with the block. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Gets a little space with the throw, taking stock. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. There's been some back and forth, but no clear leader in the fight. Medium kick hits. Goes for the throw. What are they doing? Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Medium kick. Oh, you never know. Anti-air in the clutch. Or weak forward rush. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Oh, drive rush. Add up that grip, muscle and speed, and we're talking the heaver down and out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Gets the counter hit. Scrapping it out up close. Medium kick and trumps that off. Spins the meter. Putting the cherry on top. It's the goddess of the hunt. I've heard of tough love, but not like this. Not like this.
Now you know him.
Player 2 needs to take advantage and fall for the ground and pound. Amazing. Player 2 can't win this without pulling the trigger. Here patches out the gauge right there. Just go for it. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Dangerous range here. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. Low heavy. What will be the follow-up here? Answers with a fireball. Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
uppercut.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this matchup gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Top player is here.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Parries the attack, and a parry here builds some drive gauge, which could help later in the round. Big counter. Reads the overhead well and blocks. This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait out and attack. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Surprises them with the drive rush. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Gets the jump in. Goes for the free throw kicks to get a drink in. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Hits. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. Combo with the target combo. Jump! Air slash. Takes the high ground. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Connects with the medium kick. Going in, drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner hit. Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score up. It takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Spins the meter on the super art. Uses the gauge for the super art. They want to show they're not playing around. Player 2 springs forward with the drive rush. Throws him. What'll happen here? Blocks it. Drops it. Can they use their connects with the throw? Oh, here we go. Player 1 is in effect. You're done. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Back dashes for space. Put some distance between them. Doesn't want to engage. Player 1 won out those close scuffles. But what's the plan this next round? They're sitting on a full super art gauge now. What separates the good from the great in this game is the smart meter management. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Drive rush. It's awful. Boots him and takes a switch. Jump. Break. This is gonna hurt. Medium kick into. Okay, forward rush. Target. Oh, what a rush. A jump sets up with the jump in. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jump? Perfect read with the anti-air. Player 2, no way, no signs of letting up from out of that corner. Are you for real? Uses their drive gauge. Throw. Looking for a crushes in. Closes in, paid or done. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays of this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It is not over. They want that run back. How's this going to unfold? The low slump. Uses a target combo as a filler. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 1 has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. That's some big, juicy damage on that counter hit. Neither of them willing to give up ground here. All right, what's coming next? Player 1 maintaining the corner pressure for some juicy damage. Drive rush gets in their face. Takes a trip. Drive rush to keep it going. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. KO. Player 1 draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum? Connects with the medium kick. All right, who's gonna swing first? Secures the jump in. Goes for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Spinning that drive game. Barely blocks the jump in. Ooh, feints. Springs forward with the drive rush. What'll happen here? Watching each other carefully. We'll make the first charges forward. Scrapping it out up close. Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score a big payday. Forward rush. Player 2, huge chance after that long play. Spins it all because we all like to enjoy ourselves on the weekend. Combo, let's go. Drive rush. Jumps. This can lead to some big damage. You're done. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Comes a new challenger.
All right, both players are ready to go. Time to get hype and make some noise.
This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Cross-up block. Supplying spacing and timing. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Fires off in overdrive. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Player 1 chases him down. Anticipated that counter and blocks. Goes for the drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for his KO. Player 2 draws first blood and is on the board. Can they keep the momentum? Medium kick hits. Jump. Scrapping it out up close. What are they doing? Opens him up with the throw. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Jumps in, takes the hit, and keeps on trucking. Springs forward with the drive rush. The super doesn't hit. Uses a target. Will look to apply blow heavy. Likely KO. Player 2 just posterized their opponent.
Round 1. Fight.
They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Low kick doesn't hit. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Both looking for an opening. They want to get in and do damage. The throw hits. Now it's time for some fun. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Very dangerous range. You can definitely get clipped by something here. Drive rush gets in their face. Takes a trip. From up above. Goes for the free flow kick to get a drink in. Charges forward. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Drive rush to keep it going. That last attack took some courage. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. A low heavy 2. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Jumps in. Throws to get around their defense. hits him in the gut. Max SA gauge springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Still slugging it out and getting sweaty. Knockdown and gets scooped from down low.
Got you!
Checks with the medium kick. What? In anti-air? Jump! A real test of nerve and eats it. Player 2 needs to use the threat. Rinse it. Oh my God! What maxes out the gauge right there?
This is our destiny.
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Gets got.
You're done.
Well fought!
You gotta hand it to both our fighters. They put on a real clinic for it. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Lets off a projectile to waste time. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. It's smart to go and test their opponent's matchup knowledge and game plan. The fighters are at a standstill. They gotta be cooking up something. Maybe time for a new game plan. Both fighters reflecting a bit. Will the drive rush here open things up for them? Down. The low kick connects. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Got their eye on the edge. Taking stock. Drink levels up to 4. All options are out on the table. Player 1 needs to be cautious with drive gauge. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Long, low attack hits. Drive boosted Hado. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Fires off the Shinku Hado. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Ooh, burnout activation. Went for the trip kill. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. They exchange blows. Goes for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. And they keep up the momentum, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jump! Overdrive Hadouken! Jumps in! Rolls forward with the gut punch. A quick breather. Jumps up! A drive rush to keep it going. Gotta be mindful of reach. It reads the jump in perfectly. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. This is the time to use fireball to drive impact misses. Finds the target. Player, this is gonna hurt. Experiencing burnout. Somehow manages to block the passes out the gauge right there.
This is our destiny.
A clean KO. Nice finger awareness.
Gets got.
Down and out. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet. Throws a fireball. Combo with the target combo. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 1 with the life lead. Got a small life lead, but it's not over. Drive rush gets in their face. Player, will this super art connect? Takes them all the way to the point. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it? Okay, they trade hits. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Big, low, reaching heavy. Takes a trip. You gotta be mindful of reach and jump in this range. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they build on this? Goes for the free flow kick to get drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Barely blocks the jump in. Gives a little space with the throw. Knockdown and closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Jump in finds the mark. picks up some quick damage with that combo. What's going to follow the combo? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Taking stock. Player 2 maintaining the corner pressure for some juicy damage. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Drive rush gets in their face. Will this super art connect? Combo with the target combo. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 1 chases him down. Genius read. Checks him with the projectile. They gotta take advantage of the drive differential. Drive rush to keep it going. Hey-o! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Goes for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Who'll gain control of the match in the early going. Player 1 can work with this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no clear leader in the fight. Smart play with the throw. The spacing is so on point right now. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Shows the drive rush to keep it going. They return to center stage. Max drink level now. This party's getting interesting. Oh, how'd they spot that? Player 1 gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column. Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Both looking for an opening. They want to get in and do damage. Very dangerous range. They can definitely get clipped by something. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Grabs him. Player 2 is almost dead with some clutch drive moves and a few prayers to hits. Player 1 draws first blood and is on the board. Can they keep the momentum? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Takes a trip. Still struggling for control of the neutral. Drive rush to keep it going. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. There's a war going on in the middle of the stage. Checks with the medium kick. Springs forward with the drive rush. Medium kick hits. Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the later half of this round? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Knockdown and super arts on deck for both. Blocks the low kick. Looking for a chance. Takes a chance with a bump. Shoots him and takes a swing. Drive rush. Take that corner away. Let him change of plans. Quick medium poke. Reads the jump in perfect. Oh, here we go. Puts the brakes on the impact. You're done. Player 1 gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Both looking for an opening. They want to get in and do damage. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. That's some big, juicy damage on that counter hit. Pops him with the target combo. Throws him. What's next? Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. At this range, many attacks connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is so important. Intercepts, slick anti-air finish. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. Can't tech the throw. Strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Gets the knockdown, and now great pokes, perfect range to zone the opponent. Uses a target combo as a filler, a quick breather. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Hits him with his free flow, springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. What are you jumping in for? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Below. Final round. Who will the fighting game god adds a little spice with the overdrive? Jump! You're just getting started here. Who'll take control? Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score a big payday. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Saw it all. Blocks it well. It just backs it all on the drive rush. Sticks up drive rush. Barely blocks the jump in. Then he blocks the low kick. Knocked him out of the air. Nah, you can't fool anyone with that jump in. Day forward rush. At the midway, gut punch whacks him. Amazing. Both are ready to pull the trigger on the below. Both sides willing to risk it for the overdrive. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Cut that boy up. He's had too much. Back dashes for space. Go for the fireball to force a reaction. It just bets it all on the drive rush. Are they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? With super arts into play, it's really anything you believe it. Putting it all on the line.
It's time to trade.
Oh, this super art could change the makeup of this match. Makes it count with the super art. Down and out. Player 1 had to work extra for that one. Plenty of highs and lows in that match. It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? Cross up B9. Goes for the jump in. Player 2 has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. Big low reaching heavy. All right, what's coming next? Gets the knockdown and now goes for the drive rush there. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Taking stock. Room in his kick to throw him off. One combo can end this round right now. Goes for the free flow kick to get a drink. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. The super doesn't hit. It's there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. Tap those shins. Connects with the medium kick. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Medium kick hits. Gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Moving his kick to throw him off. Drive rush to keep it going. Shows the medium kick. Jumps in. Drive boosted Hado. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Goes for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Uses the parry so the opponent can't. Can this drive bring them back? Max drink level fires off the kick to Hado. Sets up with the jump in. Needs to find a chance to seal the deal here. You're done. Player 1 gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that